just spent another day of filming. And this is a part of my life that you don't see backstage. This is my light. I have filming days and then I have editing days, and it's become second nature to me. But today it's all about my weight loss. I haven't done an update in so long, and well, people are asking, Tessie, are you still losing weight? And menopause. I'm going to be talking about some subjects that a lot of people don't want to discuss. And how in the world can I be losing so much weight while going through the hardships of menopause? I hope you stay tuned. Well, everyone, two years ago, this photo was shared on Facebook that I shared. It's exactly 2 years ago today. When you look at a photo like that, then the difference is really quite clear. I will admit to you, menopause was the hardest thing, just about the hardest thing I had to go through. In the midst of the middle of menopause, both my parents died. And then, of course, I had that emergency surgery, and a lot of things have happened to me in the last 2 years. 2 years. Seems like yesterday that my parents died. The grief and the pain is still there, although visually, you don't see it quite as much. I used to get on camera and talk about memories of my mom and dad, and I'd have to cry. The tears are still there, but they're deep inside. I don't cry quite as much as I used to. That's one thing I noticed with menopause. When I was going through it, crying was something that came second nature. When I wear dresses like this, you really can't quite see the scope of my weight loss. But people are fascinated when they see photos of me wearing clothing that are really tight fitting, and they get to see the shape of me and realize that I do have a waist and that my legs are a lot thinner. My legs are about half the size they were. My neck is about half the size it was, and those chipmunk cheeks, well, I still have some of them, they're not quite as bad as what they used to be. I can wear bracelets. The jewelry fits me a lot better, and well, even my feet have shrank a size. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on the picnic table because you know that means I mean business. Sitting on the picnic table, you know I'm about to share a story or share something really personal. Well, I'm not sure where to begin, but I can tell you what I've learned. I know there are some gentlemen that watch my videos, so I won't go into the gory details of the woman's issues with menopause, but I do think it's really important to share with everyone about certain subjects that are not easy to talk about. And I was clueless. My mother had dementia for many years, and I didn't have any birth or blood relatives really to talk about this over this time, and so I didn't know what to expect. And well, let me tell you what, it's so unbelievable what a woman has to go through. So in the beginnings, it was the hot flashes. In the beginnings, it was the numbness in my fingers. In the beginning, it was the fog in your brain, and I had so much inflammation. Subscribers would tell me all the time, you don't look very good. Well, of course, that's the worst thing to say to somebody. It's like when somebody is really overweight and you try to motivate them and tell them that they're fat. That's going to do the exact opposite. You don't tell people things like that because when you do, it only discourages them. And I was discouraged because yes, I had a little bit of depression over the loss of my parents, and yes, there was so much physical things going on in my life, and yes, I clung on to everything negative. It just was a time in my life where things were hard. And so I went on the journey, which I'm not going to go deep into all that because I've done many videos on that, but you could actually see the weight just falling off me week by week, month by month, and well, year by year. This is the second year now. Am I still losing weight? I'm losing it very slowly, but yes, I am. So what is this crash diet? I bet you're wondering. Or was it surgery? No, I have never had surgery for weight loss. Never, 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 never. And you know, there's many people who do that, but that it was something that I did not do or would never do. What happened with me? It was all right here. I ate my emotions. And I realized looking back on it, I made an excuse for everything. I made an excuse why I should eat. Well, I did a lot of work today. Let's get a big bowl of ice cream. Well, these people were mean to me today on my channel. Let's get a big bowl of ice cream. We had a birthday party and it was so much fun. Let's eat a big bowl of ice cream. Mom and Dad died. Let's eat 5 big bowls of ice cream. I don't have my mom and daddy anymore. Let's eat 5 big bowls of ice cream. Nobody understands me. My adopted siblings, they don't care. They don't understand me. Let's eat another 5 bowls of ice cream. And it can go on and on and on. Well, we don't have much extra money and I can't buy some things that I really like to have, but I can always eat food and comfort me that way. Let's eat another 5 big bowls of ice cream. And so I ate ice cream. I ate Twinkies, I ate McDonald's, but guess what? I still eat all of that. Yes, I eat McDonald's, I eat ice cream, I eat candy bars, I drink soda maybe once every other week if I go somewhere special, like to McDonald's for something quick. But the difference is, I don't eat to feed all of my emotions. I live a different way. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. And I will have one little bowl of ice cream. I will have one little Twinkie, one little candy bar, one little this and one little that. And I'm not doing it to satisfy a hunger that's deep inside me that can never be fulfilled unless I gave it to God. I know the minute I say I gave it to God, they're like, whoa, I ain't listening to this no more. Let's turn this girl off. She is so crazy. But that's how it is. You want to know straight up how I lost weight? I'm going to tell you straight up. I lost weight because I let go of the baggage, because I felt like I was worth something for the first time in my life, after being subtly taught my whole life that I wasn't worth something. Well, you have bad blood because you had that blood, or you're going to have issues in your life because you come from that family, or you're living a trailer. Trailers are trailer trash, or you don't have the success of society where you work outside and for the public to see, and you have name behind your name. In other words, a doctoral degree or a physiology degree or all that. You never completed high school, so you're not worth anything. All of these things were subtly been taught in my brain all my life, and I ate it up. Literally, I ate it up. Until I realized that we are all unique and God has made every single one of us. He doesn't make mistakes. Yes, now we make mistakes in our own lives. So we do things against God's will. We live a lifestyle against God's will. We are sinners. God didn't create the sin part of us. God created us. What we do with our body is allowed to be up to us. And what I did with my body was gluttony. In the Bible, that is a sin, because I ate when I didn't need to eat, and I used the food to fulfill a void that could never be fulfilled. You take a milk jug and you take the bottom of it and you drill a hole in it. No matter how much milk you're gonna fill that jug, it's gonna always run empty. And that's what it was in my life. I was always running empty, no matter how much I was trying to fill it with the outside world. See, now I'm on my soapbox, and now I'm getting excited because God has shared with me an important and valuable lesson that drugs for people, alcohol for people, people living promiscuous life, those things, they're trying to fulfill a hole in their life that will never be fulfilled. Why do you think the people in Hollywood, suicide rates, all of these things are happening? Because they're trying to fill a hole. They have all the money the world can offer, but they live miserable lives because the money is not giving them the satisfaction. And that's how it was with me with food. I was not on any diet. I didn't do no exercise regimen, and I didn't change my life in any other way other than I changed me. And that was the hardest thing I had to do. I had to face one day and say, am I going to continue this road that I am on and listen to the gossipers and listen to the people? Am I going to continue to do that? Or am I going to change my life? And because I have a YouTube video every single day, my changing of my life was radical to people. Somebody who hasn't seen my channel in 4 months look and say, I didn't know who you were. This was recommended to me, and wow, how'd you lose that weight so fast? I didn't lose it fast. I lost it gradually. And through the years, the last 2 years, now I look a lot thinner, and it looks like it happened really quick if you do not watch my videos. And so here I am. And as I continue to work on my life, I don't know if I would be now where I'm at if I didn't have YouTube. I think that YouTube gave me a structure and it gave me a platform to express my emotions. Many times, bigger YouTubers, which were close friends of mine, they weren't as big at the time, said, do not talk about your personal life because you won't grow your channel that way, because you might upset some people, and you might get a name as being a troublemaker because you share your life with other people and because you share your convictions. I took that words of advice and whoop, went out the window, because I knew from day one I wanted to share my life with people. I wanted to share my struggles, my hopes, my victories. I don't preach to other people. I'm sharing my life, and many people have been changed and have felt a beautiful sense of community in sharing my life. We never know what would have happened if I wouldn't have shared my life. But I'll tell you one thing, if I can't share my life on YouTube, I don't care if all the riches, I don't care if I don't make 100,000 subscribers, I don't care if I don't grow in my channel. I really don't care, because if I cared, I would stop. And I don't stop. And I keep sharing it with everyone, because this is my life, this is my legacy, this is my world, and this is what I want to share with all of you. You see, I know what it was like to feel alone. I know what it was like. I had loving children, a loving husband, but I felt alone in myself. I was alone. Nobody understood my childhood. Nobody understood what I had to endure and grow up with. Nobody understood the religious aspects of my childhood and how I was treated and how things were. Nobody understood that. And I shared that in my channel, and all of a sudden people understood me and people were there for me. And I worked through all of that. And God has given me a message, and that is to give you encouragement and know that you're not alone. If I had YouTube at the time and I was going through all this and somebody was sharing their life like I do, I would have felt so much relief, and I would have felt so much comfort in knowing that I had a friend. Even though if it's online, even though it's a video, that's what friendships are formed by. You don't have to see a person in person to be their friend. Well, everyone, it's starting to rain. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but I wanted to share with you my weight loss. My weight loss continues because I continue to learn and grow, and I continue to understand about my life, and I continue to understand where my thinking was wrong and where my thinking is right. And I continue to realize that in life you have to be true to yourself. You have to be true to yourself. And that's what I continue to do. So this girl right here and this girl right here is the same girl, the same heart, the same convictions. But this girl right here has learned to love herself just a little bit more and learned to realize that, you know what? Life is short. Live it to the best of your ability and let God transform your life in miraculous ways. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.